hello there.
Hi.
Come here often?
Does that line ever work on anybody?
Let me tell you something. You can use any line in the book on me, and it would work. I was thinking maybe, we have a little time. We could, mess
No,
up if you just wanted
we
to.
can't
Why wouldn't you
relate.
would not want to? But you are so not fun.
Oh, really?
Maybe a little bit. Fine. Well, later, do you want to maybe
Meet for lunch?
Yes. Confusion, 1 o'clock?
Yes, that's a date.
All right, great.
So, I guess we're kind of good, huh?
I'm sorry. Kind of good?
After crossing the big boundary.
Right. That, yeah.
Sometimes sex can ruin things.
Let me tell you something. Not with us.
So, we're good then.
Yeah. Why do you keep asking me that?
I don't know, you just seem like you have something on your mind this morning. Is it Ryan and Greenlee?
Look, Ryan and Greenlee have their own problems, all right? I just don't want them to spill over and hurt you.
Well, now that everything's out in the open, there's nothing Greenlee can do to ruin us.
So you think you'll make it home for dinner?
Oh,
Hey.
Greenlee's not here yet.
Yeah, I didn't come to see Greenlee. I came to see how you're doing.
Okay.
I don't know when your next doctor's appointment is, but I thought maybe I could take you there.
That's really not necessary.
I know it's not necessary, but I just...
Ryan.
I don't want you to be stressed at all with this baby whatsoever, okay? And this mess that Greenlee and I are going through is...
It's yours to deal with, okay? I'm fine. I have Scott.
Yes, you have Scott, good old Scott.
He's been with me through everything. Why do you have this attitude about him all of a sudden?
I just want you to be happy.
I am happy. And I know it might take a while, but Greenlee and I will get through our issues one of these days. At least we're all being honest with each other.
Yeah.
Greenlee never trusted me. She was always worried that I would use her lie to try to cause trouble between you two. But it's out now, and that changes things.
Yes, it changes a lot of things.
I hope you two can work it out somehow.
She didn't tell me about my child, Madison.
She wasn't alone in that lie. I was right there with her.
I think you're being generous right now.
Yeah, well, maybe it's because even though Scott and I are just starting out, I already know that I would do anything I could to protect what we have. That's all that Greenlee was trying to do. Maybe we're not so different after all.
Off-hate word? I think the last thing Greenlee needs right now is you making things worse.
Making what worse, Scotty? And what do you know about any of this?
But that was a pretty nice speech.
It's not a speech. It's how I feel about Greenlee.
I'm just having a little bit of trouble seeing things from Greenlee's perspective, that's all.
Greenlee and I both lied to you, Ryan.
For very different reasons.
I know what it's like to want something so badly that you'll do anything to keep it.
Yeah? And you think Scott is really worthy of that?
There you go again.
Well, I'm just simply asking the question.
I don't think
Madison.
you realize just how important Scott has become to me. When I tell you he's been there through everything, I mean the whole way. This pregnancy, deciding what to do about it, you.
Me?
Deciding not to tell you about it, not share it with you. That was the hardest decision I've ever made. Having him there made it easier. We were friends at first, and we're still friends, but now it's more than that. It's deeper than that. I depend on Scott, and I trust him. I see him struggling to get his life back, and I just want to help him the way that he's helped me. I don't know what you'd call that, but it's the closest thing to a real partnership that I've ever had. This pregnancy is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And having Scott in my life is right up there. Look.
But I know. You're harassing her, and it's got to stop now.
I never realized the two of you were so close.
Really? I never realized you weren't smart enough to leave when Greenlee asked you to.
We were just having a simple conversation.
Do you want me to have you thrown out of here? Because I think I'd really enjoy that.
Does that go for you, too?
You can't hear the word no, David.
I do now. Take care.
Thank you.
Forget it.
No, really, Scott. You may be the only person in the world who understands what I'm going through right now. Barely look at me. I mean, he barely says anything at all. There's just this silence. I just want to grab him by the shirt and shake him and say, get over it. Yes, I screwed up. So what? I'm here now. You want to just throw it all away?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't advise that.
Well, there's only so many times I can apologize. I take it you haven't told Madison yet.
What am I gonna do? Oh, hey, honey, just thought you should know. The reason I got so chummy with you in the beginning was because Greenlee sprung me early from prison so I could be your friend, keep you away from Ryan. Oh, by the way, how is the baby doing? No, I can't do that.
And you can live with this?
I'm gonna have to.
Forever?
I'm gonna have to. She's been hurt enough.
Yeah. I've heard plenty about Madison being hurt.
You know, you're the one who tried to get her to leave town. You know, you lied to your husband about his baby, and yet you're gonna keep pointing the finger at Madison.
Madison made her own choices.
Not all of them. Look, I hate lying to her right now, but not enough to come clean. Last time I owned up to something got me sent to prison. All right, now this time Madison gets caught in the crossfire.
Well, she's no fragile flower. She'd survive.
I want better for her than that.
For her or for you?
Look, I am not gonna hurt her because of my stupid mistake. And neither should you.
Protecting Madison is not my priority in all this.
Well, you know what? Maybe it should be. You think about it. If Madison and I split up, what happens? She goes right back to who she was before, a pregnant woman carrying Ryan's baby, with no one to take care of her but Ryan.
Madison, hey. How are you holding up?
Don't start with me, David.
No, look, believe it or not, that was genuine concern.
I'm great. I don't need your concern.
You don't have to cover with me. I know the whole story.
I honestly don't even know what you're talking about.
The whole mess with Greenlee and Ryan. You know how she lied to him? I gotta say, everyone thought the two of them were gonna finally make it to the finish line, huh?
I don't know who told you. I don't care. But I'm not going to talk to you about this or anything else.
Oh, okay, I get it. You're right. I mean, it must have been very humiliating to find out what Scott's role was in all this. Can I get an espresso, please?
What?
Yeah, that part of the story's out too. You know how Greenlee got Scott released from prison so that he would romance you away from Ryan? Wow, typical Greenlee move, huh? I gotta tell you, I was very surprised with Scott. I didn't expect that of him. You must have wanted to kill him when you found out.
Dr. Valentino to the OR, please. Dr. Valentino to the OR.
Hey, I'm at the hospital, running a little late, but I will be there as soon as I can. Bye-bye.
Madison, listen, look, I know that you and we got off to a rocky start. You know, I did some things that I'm not very proud of. Frankly, I regret very much. But this, wow. Well, anyway, I just wanted you to know that I'm sorry, okay? And if there's anything I can do.
Anything that you can do.
Right. There's really not much, is there? When did you find out about all this?
What?
What about Greenlee and Scott hatching their plan to deceive you and Ryan?
I've known for kind of a while, actually.
Really?
That's right.
Well, I have to say, I think you're being incredibly brave through it all. And forgiving. Because a betrayal like this, it's so personal.
You're right about that. Excuse me.
Yeah, well, you take care, Madison. Oh, man. This day just keeps getting better and better.
I would leave it alone while you're ahead.
Well, that's not gonna happen. Excuse me, guys.
What do you want?
I'm really happy I ran into the two of you. I think I may have done something that might have been a big mistake.
Madison? Now what's your problem?
You.